Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Let's have a look at a press release by Azimio this evening. 19th July 2023, press release for immediate release. Condemning the arrest and abduction of Azimio leaders and close associates without lawful justification. We condemn in the strongest terms possible the arrest and or abductions of Azimio leaders and close associates of leaders without any color of right or the slightest justification. Last night, Honorable Babu Owino, MP Embakasi East, was arrested by police and is being held incommunicado. His whereabouts remain unknown. Today, Honorable Ken Chonga, MP Kilifi South, and Honorable Tendi Mwambire, Speaker Kilifi County, have been arrested and detained in unknown place. In Nairobi, police have today arrested Honorable Wilfred Odalo MCA Mabatini, Honorable Denis Onyango MCA Ngei Ward, as well as Eric Otieno and Antonio Sula, both budget officers at the Nairobi County Assembly. Similarly, been arrested and are being held at undisclosed locations. Maurice Ogeto was arrested, abducted by police this morning while on his way to work, while Denis Onyango was arrested, abducted from his house this morning, during which time a search without warrant was conducted. Both Denis and Maurice are close associates of Azimio leader His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. These illegal arrests and or abductions are a disparate attempt by the illegitimate Tutu regime to paralyze Azimio and its top leaders and to sabotage the exercise of our constitutional right to peaceful demonstrations. We demand for the immediate release of those detained, noting that their detention is not only malicious but also unlawful. If it were not so, they would have been taken before the nearest courts and charged immediately. We further demand respect for our constitution and laws. Their continued unlawful detention, with the Ruto regime has sanctioned, together with the excessive force being used notably in Mathare, Kibra, Embakasi, Kamkunji, Mombasa, Kilifi, Kisii, Kisumu, and indeed all over the country to disperse lawful and peaceful demonstrations is in flagrant violation of our constitution and laws. As stated previously, we remind the police that each officer will account individually for these unlawful acts. Our lawyers have instructions to proceed with the necessary legal action. The struggle continues. And Martha Karua, Azimio core principal, na Kenya party leader. Yes, that's the press release by Azimio this evening. And very many of our fans here have shared with me some very disturbing videos and photos, which because of YouTube guidelines and policies we cannot share with you in this forum. All those photos and those clips and now these arrests confirms that William Ruto is feeling the heat. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the truth behind all this. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. All these are intimidations and threats by William Ruto's government to silence Azimio leaders and to silence Kenyans. And it's good some few days ago, Raila spoke to that. So Azimio leaders and the Azimio team, they were well prepared to handle that. And also to Kenyans, that has been the trend in the past demonstrations. Ruto's government has been using a lot of force on peaceful demonstrators. But it appears William Ruto is not learning a lesson here. Every time he unleashes the police on peaceful demonstrators, more and more Kenyans are joining the demonstrations. And I'm saying that based on what we have so far seen. When the demonstration started, they were only concentrated in Nairobi and in some parts of Nyanza. As I talk, the demonstrations are all over the country. And you are now even seeing a disparate William Ruto sending leaders supporting him to also start demonstrating in their constituencies and in their areas to counter Azimio's demonstrations. Ruto here is just playing into the trap laid by Azimio. He's just giving the demonstrations the impact, or rather that strength. And that goes on again to confirm that Ruto is failing as a symbol of national unity. Ruto has been given all the instruments of power. If he feels Kenyans are breaking the law, why can't the government not arrest these individuals he feels are breaking the law and he arrests them in court? Ruto fears doing that because he knows that Kenyans have that right to protest and to demonstrate. So Ruto is now resorting to hooliganism. I strongly believe that William Ruto will not escape, or rather, he will not walk away with this. His government is killing very innocent Kenyans, Kenyans who are just exercising their rights to protest and to demonstrate. Ruto is breaking the law he swore to uphold. So in this case, without even taking sides, it's clear William Ruto is breaking the law. And what's the way forward now for Kenyans? Kenyans are protesting because of the high cost of living, because of the false and fake promises William Ruto made to them. In the about 9 months of William Ruto's rule, the government has been reduced into a one-tribe affair, where Kalenjins are being given top government positions. We are seeing a deputy president saying this is a shareholding government, listening to Ruto and his team. In fact, instead of Ruto becoming the symbol of national unity, he's becoming the symbol of national disunity. He's clearly dividing the people. And if Kenyans actually retreat, William Ruto is going to be more emboldened and is going to be more dictatorial. That's why now where the thing has reached, or where Kenya has reached as it is it's forward, backwards never. If Kenyans retreat, they are going to give William Ruto that room to be more dictatorial. And if they push forward, William Ruto will be stopped. That's something I'm very sure about. Because he's just an individual in the global village. And if he feels he's very powerful in Kenya, he's not very powerful in the whole world. He will be stopped by the world. So Kenya should actually be pushing it even harder. If they retreat, then Ruto will emerge more dictatorial. And also, from what we have seen during the demonstrations, we've seen some other leaders distributing money in broad daylight, some leading demonstrations to counter Azimio's demonstrations, some distributing money, and some even threatening to shoot peaceful demonstrators. All this confirms that Kenyans are dealing with a criminal government. A government that does not listen to diplomacy. The only language now that government understands is the language of protests and demonstrations. That's exactly what is happening here. And that's the only way Kenyans can stop William Samoei Ruto. Even before I conclude, the arrest of Denis Onyango, Raila Odinga's spokesperson, and Ogeto Raila's bodyguard, all those, just as I've explained, are intimidation tactics. Ruto fears reaching out to Raila Odinga, so they want to try Raila Odinga by arresting those close individuals to him. But I'm seeing a William Ruto who is trending on very dangerous grounds because where it has reached. Kenyans are ready for anything. If you look at the kind of threats that Kenyans were subjected to yesterday, we even saw some people taking an oath to deal with the demonstrators. All those never discouraged Kenyans. They still turned out today in their millions. Let's meet in our next analysis. In case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Thank you. God bless you. In case you want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.